in. Yeah, flex. I just want to win. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of the League Fantasy Football Podcast.
What's up? It's your boy, KY Jelly, back with another podcast. Y'all thought we were going away.
We not!
You thought it was the end.
It's not!
You thought it couldn't get better.
It is!
Yes, sir. God, that was...
Well, I meant to say ladies and gentlemen, ladies being Don.
Yes. He's like a lady African. You're smoking that now?
I've been waiting all day.
Bruh, Nikki gonna kill you.
I called her and asked her before.
Bruh, she's gonna kill you when you see that smoke in the house. She watches the podcast.
Bro, I called her and said, it's okay if I smoke the cigar in the office upstairs.
Oh, so you got wife-hole clearance.
I got wife clearance on this.
Nice.
But I'm going to open all the windows. It comes with stipulations, obviously.
Bro, have like a fan blowing
I
out
didn't
of
call
the window.
Nikki to say, listen, bitch, I'm smoking a cigar in the house. Shut the fuck up. Deal with it. No. That's not how the conversation went.
Gosh. So, as y'all can see, we are recording this live for y'all. No more audio podcasts, doing straight video podcasts from now on. Had a little technical difficulties in the beginning.
I would say we had an hour's worth of technical difficulties. But I like the webcam feature. I think it's super important for the whole year to see us in our habitats. Obviously, I'm repping the Mizzou hat.
Yeah, my.
ZZOU. Got Chiefs on. For
Yeah.
sure.
I'm repping the League Fantasy Football hat. Get it at your local sports store.
Let's go ahead and just establish something real quick and say that I'm really upset that I don't do social media anymore because we could have been famous.
Dude, literally, the Waffle House Challenge blew up.
No, it went viral on like every platform. Now I'm not just or every like major news station. So I saw it on BuzzFeed, I saw it on ESPN, I saw it on Daily Beast.
Dude, it was on Yahoo.com.
Yeah, it was everywhere. And
Yeah.
so, I mean,
definitely earned it.
Let's take a poll here. Do you think Kevin saw that somewhere and stole the idea from those people?
I mean,
and then suggested it to our friend group?
I don't know. It's possible, but either way,
I think Kevin came up with it.
Either way, you lost. You had to go to Waffle House. You got that experience. I mean, we can go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's 15 waffles. I ate like 15 waffles, something I can't remember, something around there. And then I went and got hammered after that. I'm kind of proud of myself.
Yeah, I mean, for those of us that were there, we witnessed it. It was sort of impressive. I'm not even going to lie that you were able to accomplish that.
Listen, I showed up. I fucking sat down, ate the waffles, talked to the crew, did the embarrassing thing, and I just got to say I respect myself for doing that because I feel like that a lot of people wouldn't have. Also, let's kind of, speaking of people not doing the challenge, Worley, we can segue into Ryan McManus now being a part of the Fantasy Football League. Welcome, Ryan.
Yeah, welcome. Part of our looking ahead to 2021.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm excited. Worley, he didn't set his lineup a couple times. I mean, I don't know.
He's just a big fat bitch. Let's be real.
I mean, I'm not going to go that far, but I mean, we need better competition in the league. I mean, I won 2 years in a row. You knew I was going to bring it up at some point. Y'all know I'm like that.
Yeah,
Won 2 years in a row.
Took like 5 seconds.
I need some competition in the league, and Worley wasn't providing it. He got demoted.
Yeah, so you're okay. Wait. Okay, that's how vain you are about fantasy football. That you think that we added someone new to the league just to give you competition.
Yeah, that's why, right?
Okay. Anyway, so funny story about Ryan McManus, real quick. I remember Ryan from one night at Taylor's basement, and people on this podcast listening, you know the parties that happened there, transpired there. One night, Ryan came over, and we were doing gravity bongs out of a Gatorade bottle underneath the porch. And, like, Bryson Strickland was there, which is, like, not random, but it's random now that we're all older. And Ryan had his guitar. I remember I was really, really, really stoned. And Ryan played this blues riff, and I freestyled to it for, like, and I'm not exaggerating, probably 3 to 4 hours straight.
Oh, my gosh.
To a point where everyone at the party was like, y'all need to shut the fuck up. And then, like, a couple years after that, if memory serves me right, I went to Ryan's house, and he actually made a song from that night. It's actually really cool. So, Ryan, welcome. That's the story I have of me and you. It was a great night. So, I hope you do horrible and you suck major dick and have to do a challenge like I did.
Yeah, welcome to the league, Ryan. And there's still rumors out there that you need to do some kind of maple syrup shots before the draft this
Absolutely. Year. No, that's not happening.
That's just the rumor out there on the streets.
That was something Thomas said that is not it. That no.
I mean, we'll see come draft day.
Come draft day, you can put syrup in front of me. I'm gonna fucking knock it over and piss in it. Good luck. Anyway.
All right. So in 2020, when I won, I sent everybody letters belittling them to their house. This year,
pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to top that ever. But this year, I have a little something in my mind planned for y'all. Y'all just have to find out at the draft. I'll be passing something around at the draft for.
You know that's not gonna go over well.
It's gonna go over well, just like setting this podcast up earlier.
However you think it's gonna go in your brain, it's not. So, but anyway. Yeah, right. No, I last year sucked pretty hard for me. You know, looking back at 2020's hindsight.
So you're putting it in the past, right?
Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with how last year turned out. It sucked, Kyle.
I mean, for some of y'all.
That was I'm done talking. Continue. Asshole.
It was a good fantasy year. Lucky, bruh. It was a good fantasy year. I don't think I had the best team. I think Don, Brandon's team, they were a little better than mine. I mean, I beat Don by what? We actually tied in the playoffs, and I won by the tiebreaker.
Didn't you face Charlie in the championship?
Yeah, the new guy who drafted 3 quarterbacks in the first 6 rounds.
That is how I know that the rules need to change. And I've been waiting to bring this up. The fact that he drafted 3 quarterbacks and made it to the championship, it doesn't correlate. Something's wrong.
No, it's actually perfect because that shows you that fantasy is random. It's like 80% luck, 20% skill, and the rest is just settled on Sunday.
I think that's a great way to put it, Kyle. 80% luck, 20% skill.
Yeah, I mean, we got some new rules this year. Nothing too drastic, but
well, let's go over that. So the Zoom call I heard, I wasn't on it, but I heard it lasted like 4 hours.
Yeah, it took us 40 40-minute Zoom calls 3 times to get through it. So 3 40-minute Zoom calls. By the end of it, the commissioner of the league, by the end of these meetings, was a little turnt.
Yeah, that's probably why it took forever.
I'll just leave it at this. The Zoom meetings were sponsored by Miller Lite.
That's funny.
All right, so I'll go over a couple of the rules in case you missed them because you weren't there, but you probably heard.
Okay.
So we're decreasing the roster size to 14.
Why?
I guess if people don't hoard players on their bench.
Isn't that a 20% skill part though?
I mean, I don't know. And then the next thing we're doing is we're dropping 1 IR spot, so we're going to keep 1 IR.
Okay.
And then we're going to start the playoffs in week 15 this year since there is
17 games.
Yeah, 17 games. We'll add $25 to the current FAB budget to make it $25 per week.
Okay.
The league fees, $20 due before draft day. I think we
Wait,
decided,
so how much money did you win, Kyle?
I think 140.
Won 140? Okay.
Yeah.
And see, I never liked doing the money thing, but I feel like that $20 is the perfect amount for what we're doing. You know, it's enough skin in the game to where you're going to pay attention, but it's not like the end of the world if you don't. Well, I'm speaking for myself. $20 isn't going to make or break me.
Right. Yeah, I like it. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good.
We're going to do another online draft board again this year. So we're going to do our regular live draft, and then we're going to do like the online draft in case people can't make it.
Yeah, because so we're doing that like at 9 in the morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to kick off at like 10 is when we're actually going to start drafting.
Okay, because that's like super crucial.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine.
Dude, how are you gonna? You're gonna have a little baby. How the hell are you even gonna be there?
Bro, this is fantasy football.
Kyle, you're saying that, and your wife's upstairs and the door's shut behind you.
you might be right about that. But
yeah, it's like the Key and Peele. I said, bitch. You said that?
There's no reason for anybody to miss the draft unless you had pre-scheduled plans. You can convince your wife.
I do have pre-scheduled plans at 8 o'clock that evening.
Yeah, well, you can make it then. But I'm saying, like, for the day, unless you have pre-scheduled plans, there's no reason that you shouldn't make the draft. You can convince your wife that one day out of the year, the best day of the year, you get to come to draft day.
Yeah, but you just – so Ava will be how old by then? Like not even 2 months?
Yeah, she'll be less than 2 months.
Dude, there's no way you're going to make it.
Yeah, I am. I've got a 3-peat.
There's no way.
I'm 3-peating, so I got to.
Mark my words now. Everyone, you heard it here. You heard it. Kyle Turman, because of his daughter that he's going to have, which he's so happy for him, is going to shit the fucking bed this year with fantasy. I'm calling it now. That daughter of yours, that child, is going to... Yeah, hot take.
Is that your first hot take of the year?
Hot take. Kyle doesn't get top 5 in fantasy this year.
I mean, we'll see about that, but I don't know. We'll have
good time.
I'm not gonna have time like I did last year. Not an excuse. I'm still gonna 3-peat. Aaron's still gonna come on here after the draft, break down our teams, and he's still gonna say, "Yeah, Kyle, you have one of the best teams in the league."
I had the second best team, and look what happened to me. I fucking ate so many waffles.
You don't win the league at the draft, but you can lose it.
But you can lose it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that, Kyle, is we said that about Charlie's team. And
yeah, we did.
Him. So that's my point. Anyway.
But he did trade some of those quarterbacks to sort of get back even.
Fuck Charlie. There's no way he should be even remotely in the championship. But hey, listen, I've turned a new leaf this year, Kyle.
All right, this is breaking news. And no, I did not create a breaking news graphic. But for this podcast only, Commissioner Davis has allowed me to release this info. He really didn't, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
So the draft's at Kevin's mom's house, 9/5/2021. We got that settled.
Yeah.
The draft order, we're going to do a random beer bucket challenge. So Micah has like these beer pong bucket things that are huge.
Yeah, I
Y'all
got
probably
you.
know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And we're going to write like a number on a card and put it inside a bucket. So like 1 through 12, which is the draft order. And then we're going to mix the buckets up and we're going to shoot. And whatever bucket you get it in, that's where you draft. So it'll be completely random. And then we're going to not disclose what draft pick we have until it's like right at the start of the draft.
So when are we doing that? No, I don't like that. I don't like that, and here's why. Okay, here's why. And I want to vote on this as a league.
We had that league voting session. You missed it.
Well, knowing where you draft can make or break who you take and where and when in each round.
Oh no,
So,
you'll know where you draft. You just won't know where everybody else is drafting because when you make your bucket.
well then you gotta clarify.
Yeah, so my bad. When you make your bucket, you'll go grab the card where the ball is in the bucket, and that's
So
where
we'll know.
Yeah, you'll know where you're drafting. You won't know where anybody else is drafting.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool, and it's random too. It's not like a skill-based thing.
Okay.
All right, and the loser punishment, what we decided in the Zoom meeting for those of us who stayed, the loser has to host a league-wide dinner party and serve as the butler for the evening.
Jesus, I hope the wives are out of town that night.
So whether that's at your house or we rent out a restaurant or we go to a park and have a picnic, you're going to be the butler, spreading that PB&J all over for everybody.
Can we request blowjobs?
I mean, you can request if they want to. That's fine with them.
Okay. Well, I know if Don loses, he's going to be gargling some cum, so. Jesus. Sorry. Not
all right,
sorry.
So let's move on.
We're not posting this to YouTube, are we?
Hell yeah.
No, we can't, dude. If someone finds this, we're in trouble.
We're already dead if somebody finds this. All right, so let's move on to our sleepers from last year. We're going to let y'all know what we hit, what we didn't hit. So, yeah, last year, Malcolm, this was one of your sleepers that you said, I believe, in our first ever podcast together.
Yeah, CEH. He got hurt towards the end of the year. We missed him the first couple playoff games. But, it's interesting with CEH because I'm not sure if everyone knows what happened with Le'Veon Bell when there was a Twitter feed that came out, I want to say late last week, where he was commenting on a post and someone said something to Le'Veon about, returning to the Chiefs or whatever, and he said, I'd rather retire than play for Andy Reid and the Chiefs again. So that kind of proved my point of CEH was the guy there, and I don't see that changing going into next year. So curious how that's going to go. And then Kyler Murray, the guy was an animal, so that was I was pretty happy about that as well. So,
yeah, you saw CEH. He finished as RB22. You drafted him in the first round, actually. But
yeah,
with the running back position last year, I feel like running back 22 didn't hurt you, but it didn't win you the league, but it didn't hurt you.
No, but I also picked 11th. So.
Yeah, true.
Kyler
Murray, weeks 1 through 16, he was QB number 1.
Yeah, so was happy about that. No, I didn't. Yeah, okay, that's you. I was about to say.
Yeah, so last year in this podcast, the opening podcast of the year, I predicted Brandon Cooks was going to be a sleeper. Went pretty late in the draft. If he was even drafted at all, he might have been a free agent. But yeah, finished as wide receiver number 17, 81 catches, over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, that's a good year. Played on a crappy team.
They had, yeah, okay.
I mean, for the ADP he was at, finishing as wide receiver 17, can't beat that.
No, you cannot.
And then my next guy, I mean, I don't know if he was a sleeper last year. He was a rookie. Finished as RB number 7, Jonathan Taylor. Almost 1,500 total yards, 12 touchdowns. I mean, we'll see this year, though. He has Marlon Mack coming back.
Yeah. I mean, Colts. Who's their quarterback now?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. That fucker. God, he fucked me so hard last year. Yeah, I mean, solid sleeper picks from last year. You know, I still think that CEH finishing. I just wish he was a little bit higher, but he got hurt. Now, mind you, he got hurt late in the year, but still.
Yeah, and I mean Patrick Mahomes. He's going to do Patrick Mahomes things.
God, that Super Bowl. I just got to say we went to Biko's houses before. So to let everyone know, me and Nikki just moved to Savannah on. I think we actually moved in the 4th of June, and we were still in Atlanta. We came down to see Biko in Savannah for the Super Bowl. They decorated the whole house in Chief stuff. Like, they had plates and cups and banners and fucking tablecloths and shit. And I'm not kidding you. The game started, and we're all watching it. I don't think that any of us said a word after the first quarter. That was one of the most hardest. It was utterly disgusting. And you know why that happened, Kyle?
It happened because no offensive line, but
no, it happened because I cursed Tom Brady's name.
Dude, on this podcast last year, you probably dissed Tom Brady every episode, maybe multiple times every episode.
Yeah, I shit on him more. Let's put it this way. I shit on Tom Brady more than the amount of shit that's on Don's skin.
All right, here we go. I got a hot take for everybody.
What's your hot take?
So my hot take is Malcolm will draft Tom Brady at the draft this year as his quarterback.
1,000% not happening. I'll go to fucking Waffle House and eat waffles again before I draft Tom Brady. I want Tom Brady to die a slow death. I want him to go to Europe backpacking and then get caught by the hostile people and just get tortured by rich folks.
Those were good movies.
They were good. The first one was good. By the way, side note, that shit was based on a roughly true story. So Eli Roth is the director. He's a famous horror movie director. I dug into it. Back in the day, in the 20th century, there was backpackers that would travel to these Eastern European countries, mm-hmm. and they go missing. And now it wasn't a rich person network, but Eli Roth found that out and based it around that. So it makes it really cool.
That is cool.
Just a little tidbit, yeah. And
so I don't doubt that goes on over there. Something similar like that.
Really? I don't know. But you know what? If it happens, it happens. I'll never be rich enough to find out. So. But I cursed Tom Brady's name, and he ended up, not only did he end up going to the Super Bowl, he ended up beating my team in the Super Bowl. Now, if you watch the game, it's a little weird. It was a little weird. Guys dropping open passes. Kelsey's sitting on his ass looking at the stands what's going on? I just... it was pretty hard to watch. It's pretty hard to stomach. And all of that preparation from my family just for the Chiefs to get dog fucked. So, and then what doesn't help is Mahomes goes on TV and goes, well, if we don't go 20-0, then it's a failure. It's like, oh my, okay, dude, what the fuck? Anyway,
Dude,
moving
all right.
on.
Those are first world problems. My Falcons just traded Julio Jones.
Oh, yeah.
The best wide receiver in franchise history.
Which is going to take me to my next segment. First sleeper pick, Julio. Julio Jones. Julio who? Jones.
All right, so Julio Jones, where are you taking him?
I don't know. I mean, can he be a sleeper? I don't know. But let's look at the facts. He was hurt last year. Mind you, he still had a great year. I'm not saying he's a little bit older. Okay. So I'm not saying that he's necessarily a sleeper pick, but let's put it this way. If it's like the 7th, 8th round and Julio's hanging around there, I'm nabbing him. I mean, in our league, it's not really fair to say where he goes because we're all fucking morons and we draft 3 quarterbacks. So, Charlie, I'm saying Julio is going to be one of my sleepers this year, if he can be a sleeper.
I mean, yeah, I think so because past 7, 8 years, Julio has been late first, early second round pick for fantasy teams, and now he's not even going anywhere near that range.
No, and so again, it could. It's one of those picks where you don't want to gamble too much on him because he is old. He can get hurt, but I think Julio is fired up. And I'm sorry, Falcons fans, you guys got Calvin Ridley Jr. and just think that okay, we're good. And then you still got Matty Ice. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, drafting Kyle Pitts, obviously he's a freak. He's a stud. Calvin Ridley, he's a stud. But losing Julio, I mean, it hurts in the heart more than anything, I think. The way he did it, the way he said it, just like hurts your heart.
Shannon Sharp called this dude, and Julio didn't know he was being on national TV. I don't think so. The way he was talking to him.
No.
And he's just like, no, I'm out, cuz. So, by the way, do we think Julio Jones is a homosexual?
No.
Have you not heard those rumors?
No, we know Carl Nassib is.
Yeah, speaking of that, hey, look, good for him. I'm happy for him. But damn, there's no way I'm a Raider and I'm like showering or going to be in the locker room with this guy. Not saying he'd be attracted to me, but if my dick's out and he likes that, do I want to be around that? That's good. Hey, listen, I fucking love it as a Chiefs fan. I want that locker room to be in disarray. I want what's Gruden to be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I want him just to lose. I want the whole organization to implode. So,
yeah, and I mean, his former teammates have got to be thinking in their mind, like, bro, was I ever in the shower with this dude? Was he peeping over the stall?
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if we can be that ignorant and say that, he was checking guys out and stuff. My only playing football my entire life, I'm just saying, if I know some guy, his sexual attraction is of the male genitalia, I'm not sure if that's something I would want to be around in the shower or in the locker room, because the locker room's intimate, and especially football. So, anyway, I'm glad he was a Raider. I was so happy.
And he was like looking at people's ding dongs or anything, but like if you're his former teammate, it's got to cross your mind, like, was this dude ever looking at me?
Maybe he saw a big old dick, big old black schlong and was like, I won't. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. By the way, speaking of, I don't like the fact that you told the crew that those jokes came from Reddit.
I mean, you should have been there.
I wanted full credit for that.
You should have been there.
I couldn't.
But I mean, they were funny.
Thank you. I have to take a leak. I'll be back.
I don't think this has ever happened in a legit podcast before where one of the hosts leaves the show to take a leak.
It happens all the time.
Okay, there we go. So we'll get into one of my sleepers now. Tight end. He's going to leave the door open. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hopefully YouTube does not take us down for this almost pee-pee sighting that we're seeing right now in the bathroom. But one of my sleepers this year, under the radar tight end, if you're thinking about going zero tight end, not grabbing one of the top guys, Adam Troutman for the Saints. I can't believe I'm picking a Saints player, but Jameis Winston, you know he's going to throw the ball around the yard. He's going to throw picks, but he's also going to throw touchdowns. And I feel like Michael Thomas is losing a little bit. He's a slant king, slant god. That's all he can run, slant routes. He's losing it a little bit, so Jameis has to throw it somewhere. They lost their starting two tight ends last year. Troutman steps up. He was a third-round pick when he was drafted, and I feel like he's going to be the sleeper this year for the Saints. And Malcolm missed all that.
Say it again. I heard Saints.
Yeah, that was one of my sleeper picks was Adam Troutman, tight end for the Saints. And basically I was just saying Jameis is going to be the quarterback, going to be throwing it all over the yard to him.
Yeah. You know who's sleeper pick? Latavius Murray.
He's every year. Like, Latavius Murray is always solid every year.
He was one of mine. I mean, if Kamara goes down, I think I've drafted Latavius Murray every year. And you see how that's worked out. Anyways, so who is your guy? Who'd you say?
Adam Troutman, tight end for the Saints. Adam Troutman.
Okay. Hang on, there's another guy that I had. Where is he? Hang on, just give me a second.
All right, I'll go with my second guy then.
Okay.
So my second guy plays for that team across your chest right there.
The tight end?
Nope, not the tight end. Mecole Hardman.
That's not a sleeper.
I mean, it's sort of a sleeper. Sammy Watkins went to Baltimore. That might be a sleeper too, by the way. But
yeah.
Mecole Hardman, I think after Sammy Watkins leaves, he's got the speed. Mahomes is going to be pissed off that they lost the Super Bowl. He's going to try to air it out. And nobody can keep up with Mecole.
Well, you got Tyreek Hill on the other side too, which is fantastic.
Yeah, they're going to try to double Tyreek, double Kelsey. Mecole's just going to be one-on-one on the outside. Nobody's going to be able to keep up.
We'll see how he does. I'm not calling that a sleeper just because this is his third year. He's been a part of the most prolific offense in the NFL the last 2 years. So I like a super, super deep sleepers, Noah Gray for Kansas City.
Tight end, right?
Yeah. But no, hang on. That's not who my second one was. Dude, this is going to bother me. Where was he? If you get another one, go ahead. Fuck, this is bothering me, dude. I had him.
I sort of like Jamal Williams in Detroit. If you've seen him play in Green Bay behind Aaron Jones, every time he played, he can catch passes. He runs hard. So I don't know, sort of like that. DeAndre Swift last year. I mean, they put Adrian Peterson in the game over DeAndre Swift sometimes. So.
Well, okay. So I had. Never mind. I don't want to bring that up. So two sleepers. Number one, the Chiefs again. Let's get rid of the Noah Grant thing. Not Noah Grant. The other guy for the Chiefs. Brian Pringle. Okay, listen. I brought him up last year too.
You did.
You motherfuckers. This guy, when people got hurt last year, he came in and he caught. I forgot what game it was. I want to say it was a night game for us. there was like 2 people hurt, and he caught some balls, and I said, okay, because he got his rookie year, he got hurt, and so this is his 3rd year in the offense now, same personnel. I do with Sammy Watkins gone. I know you've got Cole, you've got Tyreek Hill, but there's going to be a guy outside of Kelsey who's going to run the other slot. Is going to line up opposite of Kelsey on the other side of the field. It could be Pringle. I think that it's his year. The other guy, this is like my favorite sleeper pick, is Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Who does he play for?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Okay, so listen. Donovan, and I only know this because of Nikki. So Nikki's family's from Michigan. They're huge go blue people. Donovan Peoples-Jones was like one of the best receivers to ever play for Michigan. Like ever in the history of the program. And last year he made some noise. Not a lot. I know sophomore, slumps are a thing. But I like Donovan Peoples-Jones. In this offense with Cleveland, hot take. Cue the hot take.
You got a hot take.
Hot take. The Chiefs played Cleveland first game of the year. First game of the season, excuse me. I think Donovan Peoples-Jones has a little coming out party.
So you're jumping off the OBJ train. Jarvis Landry's not going to do nothing.
I think Donovan Peoples-Jones has like a 4-5 catch, 80 to 100-yard game, maybe a touchdown against the Chiefs.
I mean, who'd you call last year? You called a bunch of Chiefs games last year.
Of course I did. I need to start betting on it to make money. I think that Cleveland wins, just in case anyone cares. Cleveland wins. Gives them a lot of hype. Gives us the hunger we need to drive. And I think Donovan Peoples-Jones has a huge game. Huge game relative to him.
Yeah.
In his career. So that's probably my biggest sleeper pick for this year.
I think on the Pringles guy, that's what I'm gonna call him, the Pringles guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time that you put your money where your mouth is and pick him in the draft.
Let me make sure he's still like non-injured and plays for the Chiefs, because I haven't had the best luck with that. No, he's still with the Chiefs. I'm doubting myself. I might draft him. Listen, if Byron Pringle's there in the 10th, 11th round, I'm picking his bitch ass up. I just don't think he's gonna make it. Due to everyone, God, he looks so retarded. This if you guys Google Byron Pringle, yes, his name is Byron Pringle. This motherfucker looks like he used to put Starburst in his pocket and walk out the store without paying.
Jesus. You got any other sleepers for 2021?
No, but is Byron Pringle sponsored by Pringles?
Yeah, he should be.
That's hilarious.
I definitely think he should be. His name's Pringle.
Chiefs fans can help Byron Pringle win a year's worth of supply of chips. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
That's an article right now on the Kansas City Star. Not really. I mean, I've got other people. Obviously, I think Rex Burkhead is a sneaky good late pick. I like him a lot. What's interesting, Kyle, is Kyle Rudolph to the Giants.
Oh, he went to the Giants?
Sure did.
Yeah, he could be sleeper. I mean, Evan Ingram, he sort of had a crap year last year.
I'm just saying, guy comes in, he's got a new quarterback, Daniel Jones. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. How do you feel about giving your sleeper picks on the podcast, knowing that we hit pretty much on our sleeper picks? Do you feel like you're giving a little inside edge away?
No. Because I gave away my picks last year and I ended up last.
And yeah, you picked one of your picks too.
I picked one of my picks. So no, I just think that Last year I went off intuition, and I didn't draft that bad. I think I still got unlucky, unfortunately.
For the draft this year, I'm excited to have Aaron back with us to give us some pre-draft analysis or post-draft do. We'll have him on here to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna So we'll have him on after we draft, and he can break down everything. So I wanted to ask you, Kyle, who you got Super Bowl? Let's do it. Early prediction.
All right, so early predictions for the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would love
I was really about to say.
I would love for the Atlanta Falcons to win the Super Bowl, but I think Cleveland Browns.
What?
Cleveland Browns
In the AFC?
in the AFC. Cleveland Browns over Tom Brady, probably again.
Listen, I'll tell you one thing. You know how people say, keep my name out your mouth? That's what the fuck I'm going to do with Tom Brady this year. I'm keeping that nigga's name out my mouth. No. Pause. But,
all right, what's your early
but
prediction Super Bowl?
I've got Ravens in the AFC going to the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens play the Brownies in the AFC Championship, and Ravens win. I think Lamar getting Sammy's like, that's that deep threat, man. Yeah. And they got Marquise Brown too, dude.
And they drafted the rookie.
Yep, and you got Gus Edwards now. That's another sleeper guy. Keep your name on.
Dude, no. Don't tell people about Gus Edwards. What are you doing?
People know. I actually drafted Gus Edwards like a couple years ago.
I'm going to be mad if one of y'all takes Gus Edwards over me.
And then from the NFC, this is going to sound weird. I think I got Green Bay.
If Aaron Rodgers plays, yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers plays, I think that they go. They have to.
I mean, he made it look so easy last year.
Yeah, this guy went like absolutely off the wall. So, anyway,
y'all have questions for the podcast? Send them in. Doesn't matter how ridiculous, as we know from last year from some of the Q&A. If you have questions, send them in. We'll answer them.
I also want to say that last year with the whole whoever got the most points, whatever, sent in like what's it called? What was the segment? Winners.
Yeah, so the highest score, I don't remember what the segment name was, but the
highest score victor is what
I got to come on and like give a little clip.
So what we're going to do different this year is it's got to be 2 minutes or less. And we want it on video. We don't want any more audio. We're upgrading this year to video. So ideally, when you're on the shitter, that'd be the best time to send it. But it's got to be like 2 minutes or less. Send us you can do it on your camera or via app. It doesn't matter. Send it in to us, meaning Kyle. And when we start these podcasts on the webcam, we'll play your clip to start the episode. So I'm very excited to have year 2 of the podcast starting. I think this is the perfect time to start the podcast. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to watch NFL Live again, starting to get the excitement.
Yeah, dude, I'm already dabbling in some mock drafts, some research.
What?
Yeah, because
really?
I'm about to have a baby, dude. That's going to be put on pause. I got to get my research done early this year. So we're having technical difficulties with Malcolm. Poor connection. All right, I think it's finally catching up.
Nice. You're gonna edit this, right?
No, this is all recorded live and sent straight to YouTube. There's no editing this year, so what y'all see is what y'all
Is
get.
that for real?
Yeah.
Are you serious, Kyle?
Bruh.
Are you serious?
You don't know how close we came to seeing your wiener back there in the
bathroom. Dude, this is not. You have to edit this. There's no way this is not going to be edited. You can't do live shows at 10 o'clock on Thursday.
We got live shows now.
This is not good. I'm not happy with this decision. Why didn't you tell me this before we started? You're fucking with me. I know you are.
No, I'm not. There's no way to trim the video.
Yes, we're going to figure it out. We're not posting shit until I talk to my wife who does this for a living and figures this out.
Okay, well
Jesus, Kyle.
We'll send it in to her and she can edit it out.
No, dude, that's horrible. Why would Really?
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember that? You remember that time we went to Crystals, and the lady said she was out of crystals?
Like, man, where are we?
We were like super stoned, and you wanted to go to Crystals with your hillbilly ass, and we pulled up, and you were like, "Yeah, can I get like 4 crystals or whatever?" And she was like, "Sir, we're out of crystals."
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I think I had to get like a chicken sandwich from Crystal's or something.
Yeah. Fucking slider, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
chicken slider, dude.
That was great. That was one of the funniest things. Anyway,
Oh
okay. Well, we're excited about the podcast. We're excited to do this year. I'm personally hoping for a better outcome than last year, but I like the punishment. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah, so appreciate y'all for listening. We'll see y'all back whenever we record the next episode.
Yes, sir.